Hey guys, Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. Let's see what the Black Widow has for us today. Before I even start, I know I've missed a couple of days. I was traveling, and you know what? I got caught in that flight cancellation debacle with the update that they did. Oh man, it's still a mess. I just got back and it's still a mess. Delta is the worst. United, I got to move around. I got back home using American Airlines, so it was crazy. It looked like the apocalypse hit the airports. Crazy. But enough for me. Let's look at what the Black Widow wants to do today. See volume so far. The 18, the 19, and yesterday, the 22nd. So far, everything's looking good right here. We kissed the value area low, which was around 203. These are my market profile indicators. So I was just looking at two key levels here. And so far on our daily chart, you can see our Hekanashi candle. Even though the trend is down red, you can see that we have our open body candles. And then this day, which was the 19th, and now, yesterday, it turned white. So now the trend has reversed. So it's now an official reversal. So he went all the way down here. And I was saying, wait for that reversal, wait for that reversal. We had some here. Look at that one. Look at that one. Head fake. You got one. And you can see the pattern. You get a reversal, but then the next candle's down. You get a reversal, the next candle's down. You get a reversal, the next candle's down. You get a reversal, the next candle is still up. Still positive. Still positive. Trend change. And now we're at value area low of my, I believe it's a TPO at 226. So two key levels that we're at, and we above the anchored VWAP from February the 20th. So that's looking good. In regards to our simple glance, you remember I've been just focusing on the daily chart. I wanted to look at everything else. So far, everything looks good on the monthly. It's kind of slow. Yeah, there we go. I mean, we're in the MOBOs, so it's just kind of going to be choppy in regards to monthly. But in regards to the weekly, what I'm noticing is that we're getting a hockey stick. So down, 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 hockey stick, and maybe a turn here. So for Elliott Wave, guys, could this be a 1, 2, and now we're doing 3? Something to ponder, something to think about. I know about the gap fill and all that. Now you guys have been fighting me. No, don't worry about the gap fill. It might not get fill. All right, we'll see. But so far, the weekly's looking good. Let's look at the daily. And you can see we have our PPS buy signal. And I don't know if this really pulled back. It's just now just grinding higher. We need to close above 227 so we could get, you could say maybe 220. Yeah, 226, 227. So we could get green mobile cloud here. And this is going to be a key level once we get there, 236. And you got the 20 SMA moving average coming up here. But so far, MACD was positive here. It turned negative. Now it's positive. So you see that it's sloping higher. So it's like we're having a kind of divergence. While it was going up, prices were going down. We got the second signal buy. They say sometimes never go on the first one. And I've been telling you guys about that. Just kind of watch it. It's not that it's going to turn here. And, I always say buy signal, but it's more like, okay, just pay more attention now because now we're getting closer for the turning point. We just have to wait for it. You can see the second one was on the 18th. The 18th was a hot day. There's a lot of time clusters lining up here. And the next, you can say the 19th, the 20th, 22nd, we got our PPS buy signal. In theory, you wait for a pullback. And if it did happen, you get in. But so far, it's looking good. And let's go now to our geometry part of the analysis. So far, we were finding support at the 75% here. We break through now here. You got this 25% coming down from here. That's an angle you want to watch. So now what I do now is I want to adjust this Andrews pitchfork back to the standard from these pivot points right here. And you see that we're back in the game here above this angle. So that's good. So if this were to like pull back, this could be a nice area to get in if you're not in, if it pulls back. So you just have to wait and see. 'Cause it's a big candle. What you don't want is it to go and take out that low of that candle. You want that thing to at least hold, but especially that's an angle you want to watch. Let's look at our channels here real quick. And so far from these pivot points right here, you can see that we kissed this channel, this white line right here. I would like for us, if there's a pullback, maybe to this 75%, but if it could break and close above there, this white line, that's good, because then you're going to probably kiss the 75% from this big channel going down, which is this line right here. But so far looking good. Nothing there. Maybe we're holding that 223. What I want to click on is the FT levels. Key levels for nat gas. And we're in that zone of 225 to 228. Let's see if we could close above that, but that was a target. And I had a target here too, but we were kind of more in the middle. So let's see if we could now push higher to 238 to 239, which is another level. There. Hey, let's see. Gap fill. You guys already know the gap fill. May get filled, may not. Or maybe not on this round. Measured moves. Interesting is that this one was indicating the 22nd, and you got that pop right here. This one didn't work out. This one looks like it's working out. Then you have this one right here, which is today, and that one will be the 26th. So that's the measured move, MM. Let's see. I guess I could go to the weekly MMs. And another thing is interesting is that the $152 equal to 152-ish days lined up right here on the 19th. Boom, you got your big pop the next day. Interesting. I don't know. I can't even explain it. I normally see this kind of stuff more on the top end, but you never know. Maybe things happen in reverse, and now from here we go. Another data I was watching here is a swing chart. Yep. So we went all the way down to 37 days, and now we're going up. I was watching for the 17th, the 18th. There was a cluster here, so this was a hot zone. Dates I have in the future is the 27th, the 7th of August, and also 17th of August dates that I'm watching into the future. Let's go into our midpoint chart. And nothing on the monthly. I don't see anything there. On the weekly. Sorry, when I say, yeah, this is the weekly with yearly pivot. This is the monthly on a day chart, daily chart. So our mobile was giving us clues from here, went all the way down, and it turned positive. I think it was the 19th. So it was this came first, PPS buy signal in the mobile. We need to have a close above 227 to be really. I mean, we're kind of like on the chop zone where it could kind of like stay in the noise. But once you close above 227, that's where you want to be at in the positive side. Not in regards to geometry, in regards to like price. It's hitting our level here of 227, and this is the monthly, so this is a big level. The next one will be 242, and you got the 50 moving average coming down. So this is like big picture level if it could get up there. But so far it's looking good. We got a white trending candles, Hekanashi positive, so that's looking good. Even for a bounce for a couple of days or maybe a week, we'll see, or maybe a swing trade. On the weekly pivot chart using the 4 hour, you can see that we are above the midpoint. So for this whole week, this is your midpoint, 215. This is all bullish and this is all bearish in regards to the weekly charts. So you want to hold 215 at least, even if it goes down here and it chops around here. But if you see it and then you see it start going, that was a good area or good entry point if it's going to bounce from there. So keep an eye on this, because this is the line in the sand, and you got now that you are above the 50 moving average, and it's positive. This is when I say positive mobile. See the little cloud? It's green. This is like volatility band. So that's pretty much what it is. It's just, the parameters are different. You can see that right here, we're at this pivot of 225. Remember 220, what is that? Been away from my computer. 225 is the 315 degree on the Gann square of 9. So we just kind of going sideways here on the 4 hour, meaning that maybe it looks like it might want to pull back. So these are some key levels. You got the 220, the 221, you got the 219, and you got your midpoint, which is 214. So this is the big level for this week to watch. And targets to the upside, if we could kiss the high of last week, which was around 228, then you got targets to the upside, and this is for the whole week, 235 all the way to 241. So we do one of these things this whole week, this is your ultimate target, 242. And these are your support right here, especially this one. This is big. And lastly, looking at our daily pivots using a 1 hour, you can see how it all developed. We put a low here at 201, got a pop in the overnight before the US Open. So somebody built a position, let it kind of dwindle sideways to lower. And it's around that same time. What is that? That's at 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock, so between 7 and 8, some big players come in and push it higher. And then we got this nice pop again. Now we're over the 200 moving average right here, and above the VWAP. VWAP is moving higher, and this was just straight buying here, even through the overnight. And then they let it kind of dwindle, and now it's just kind of going sideways. So for today, your midpoint is 217. Another key level just for today that you want to watch. And this moving average, the 200. You got 213, which is the 25%. You got 28, pretty much 218. 218 is the 270 degree in the square of 9. So that one is going to be key, the opposite of 90 degree. And then you got your 25%, which is 222. You're right here. So targets to the upside, and it could go higher. I'm just showing you something that is realistic. Using this technique is 231 all the way to 235. Very, very attainable, if you ask me, after looking at this Lego right here. But we'll see. The mobiles are a little negative here, but it's above the 0 line, so that's good. So you could probably just maybe turn around and go higher here. But so far, price action is looking good. Looking good. 4 hour mobile is good. Stokes are good. So there's a lot of snapbacks, but everything so far is looking good here. Lastly, we'll look at the square of 9. So this was our low, somewhere around here. And we have made it all the way to 225, 226, which is a 315 right here. So if there's any pullback, you want to watch 218, even around 211, 212. I don't know if it's going to go that deep, but hopefully 218 will hold if they're going to push it back. So keep an eye on that. Anywhere between 218 and 225 could be a range, but our goal is now to push from here and go to 233, which is a 0 line. So it could be maybe in between these two ranges, but you never know. The Black Widow could just surprise us. Maybe pushes a little lower, but I don't know. I feel like maybe we could just go from here to here and then just kind of chop back and forth and back to here. But the goal is to get to 233. Once we get to 233, maybe chop around here and then maybe get to 241. But although it depends on the day, the volume. So far, it looks like on the 4 hour, we're kind of just going sideways here. So if there's a pullback, you know, key levels 218 and 211. I mean, 211 is pretty deep. I would say 214. Anyway, 214 and 212. That's your midpoint here on the weekly. This line right here. And you got for today 217. So anywhere over here, 217, 214. These are your midpoints from the weekly and the daily, and 218. So any little pullback, this is probably a sweet spot to you know, get back in on a pullback and then see if we're going to go boom, 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 and then hit boom, boom, boom to 233 and then kind of go back and forth here until we could get to 241. That's it. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.